What's up, guys? It's time to do a recap of the final section here, and it feels kind of weird finishing it. Yes, I did just change my shirt. It's magic of editing. I actually just filmed all these in the same day. I just kept changing my shirt. Just kidding, guys. As you can see, the beard changed a lot over time. Anyways, I wanted to recap really quick what we learned there, because those were some really important aspects of this course. Yeah, you guys probably liked the videos where I went game and showed you a bunch of stuff specifically. But without the right attitude, and that's the first thing I want to recap, the right attitude, you're not going to reach your potential. So what's the first thing we went over, guys? Process-oriented versus outcome-oriented. This is important because if you're always focused on the result, you're going to get disheartened because you're not there yet, right? That's the whole process. So you need to be focused on the things that lead up to that. And if you're worried too much about the outcome, it's going to affect your confidence. And that's the next thing I want to remember from attitude section. Confidence is key, guys. You got to fake it till you make it. The reason it's important to execute things with confidence is because that's the only way you're going to reach your potential. If you're playing scared or playing nervous, then you're not going to actually execute the things that we talked about. You're not going to be able to learn and fix and, reflect and play, which is the next thing I wanted to talk about, reflecting and playing. We're going to learn while playing. So we talked about analyzing your problems in game, whether it's how you got yourself killed or your teammate killed, and implementing solutions right away. That's a big part of getting better. And then, of course, learning while watching demos. Watch your own demos to watch how situations may have differed from when you were in them. They might look different when you rewatch them. Watch pro demos. Watch someone who plays the same spot as you on CT or does the same, play on UST side, and compare and contrast maybe how they took the map, how they threw their nades, how they did their timing, stuff like that. We talked about utilizing offline servers, premeditating different scenarios, premeditating different situations by yourself in a server is so powerful, guys. Just an offline LAN server. It's helpful because you're in the arena, so to speak, but with no pressure. You're just able to think and have free time. I love it. Practicing angles and pre-aims in an offline server is great. Shooting techniques. I have on my notes right here, so I'm referring to those a little bit. Shooting techniques. Practicing like how you're going to peek if you're going to tap or shoot. You don't want to be thinking about these things too much while you're live, guys. This is the whole point of getting this confidence, getting this attitude, premeditating things more. So when you go live, you relax. You're having fun. It's a big part of this, guys. It's just having fun when you go live. Next up, we talked about utilizing community servers. Deathmatch, guys. The big thing I want you to remember with deathmatch is it's not going to always translate right into the competitive game. Yes, use it for warm-up. Yes, use it for drills, which is part of the process. Again, guys, use it for drills. You know the drills. I don't need to recap all of them and those type of things. And that's going to help you build up towards having more control, maybe with recoil or better movement or more, shooting styles in your arsenal when you go live. But it's not going to translate over just because you got 101 taps in deathmatch. You're not going to get all those one taps necessarily when you go live for various reasons we talked about in the video. The retake servers are great. See all the maps, the situations that you could run into in after plants, and how you're going to use nades and peaks and stuff around the timings there. Surf KZ, guys, for obvious reasons. Right here, my main note was utilize these to help get better control on the mouse and keyboard. Practicing these maps don't always have a practical application to competitive, but it helps you get your mind-body connection kind of with the mouse and keyboard, guys, and get better there. And then last but not least, finding a sensei and playing against better players. So the first thing, finding a sensei or a mentor. Someone to get advice with or simply to play with. Someone just to help you along the way who's either going to tell you what to do or you could learn by watching them when you're dead or something in a server, right? And then talking to them between games is really helpful, and having those connections is always going to help you get better at the game. And then playing against better players, guys. If you're constantly losing, it can hurt your ego, guys, but you need to learn to drop the ego. The more you could focus on just being okay with playing with and against better players, you're only going to raise your level faster. And that's the honest truth. All the pros, Stewie2K, back in 1.6, a guy named Paulie, all these guys who went pro in a year and a half, 2 years, that was because they launched into playing with the best people they could. They went straight for the best team, straight for playing in the best invite 10-man / FPL Rankcast. These are all the invite 5v5 pickup game systems, but for the higher level players, they go right into there. They might get some criticism from the other better players, but they stick through it because they know that's what it takes to get better, is to play with the better guys. So guys, try to hold your attitude strong, try to keep a strong mindset, have confidence in yourself, and attack your goals by focusing on the process. All right, guys? See you in the final section, which will be the conclusion of this course.